everybody, it's Stacie Duffy here, your Denver Metro real estate resource. And the question I wanted to answer today is, how long does it take to buy a house? So obviously it depends on a bunch of different things, but if you are using a typical loan, so whether it's conventional, FHA, VA, something like that, most loans are going to take 4 to 6 weeks to close. So what that means is from the time that you secure a property under contract, okay, that's a big part because there's a lot of things that happen before that. So from the time that you secure a property under contract to the time that you actually close is usually 4 to 6 weeks. Some lenders can squeeze it in 2.5, 3. It really starts to get kind of tight. I shoot for 4.5 to 5. I don't like to shoot for 6. It kind of puts things a ways out there, but there's obviously situations where longer or shorter closings are better. So given that, if you're doing a cash closes can go a lot faster because there's a lot less things that have to happen. There's less people involved. There's less documentation. You can waive the appraisal if you choose to, which will save you some time in the process as well. So cash closes, I usually shoot for about 2.5 weeks on a cash close. 1031 exchanges sometimes, or some other things you want to do in there. A little bit more hunting in the properties. But anyway, shoot for roughly 2 to 3 weeks for cash close and 4 to 6 weeks for a lending close. But keep in mind, there's a whole lot of things that have to happen before you ever get under contract, right? So you have to select your professionals, find a realtor, find a lender, understand the process. You're going to have a lot of questions. I usually sit down with my buyers and take an hour. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Go over a buyer orientation book and explain the process and answer their questions and make sure that we set realistic expectations. And so I can see what their needs are and find out the best way I can help them. So that takes some time. Actually, house hunting takes some time. Finding out what you do and don't like takes time. So there's a lot of things in there that you gotta have to allow for. And also, how decisive are you? How picky are you? Are you specific to a certain neighborhood that you're looking for and you have to wait for a house to pop up in that neighborhood that fits your criteria? Or are you open? I would say the fastest I've ever sat down, explained the buying process to a first-time buyer, and then had them under contract was 9 days. Obviously, it can go faster than that, but for me, that was pretty tight, but it's doable. So in about a week. I've also had some people that I, sit down and explain the process, and then they, want to financially plan and determine what their, family plans are, and if they have job plans that they want to change, all that kind of stuff. And they may call me 2 years later and say, okay, I think we're ready now. Let's get started. So all that is kind of up to y'all. I say plan on about 8 weeks. It's pretty good for most people. Maybe 10 to 12 if you are a little bit slower to make decisions or are more selective on exactly what you're looking for. But anyway, hopefully that answers the question. If you have more questions, comments, concerns, issues, I'd love to hear them. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also reach out to me directly. My contact information is on my website. Link for that is down below as well. And thanks so much for watching the video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. There's some links somewhere on the screen. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up putting them. But subscribe, keep up with it, and thanks so much for the time, guys. Have a great day.